Hi, I'm Ruth and I'm a script editor. I graduated from university. I started interning at a couple of production companies. I quickly learned you could work with script revisions as a production secretary. That's how I taught myself to make the move into script editing. We are the support for the writing, creative team, and then crew members, because a lot of the time in script editing, you will be in a room where you're meant to represent the writer. I didn't know that this was a role that you could do. All I wanted to do was work in the industry. The call for a script editor has become even more necessary because you need someone with a watchful eye on the story. 10, 15 years ago, it would be one script editor and one writer working on a production. It's become much more collaborative. I work very closely with showrunners, producers, execs. It's a bit of a balancing act. You just want to make sure that you're doing the best for everyone. It's incredibly fun. You get to play with these characters, map them out, to see how you can make these characters grip your audience. You're a consultant of the story itself, helping the writer to unlock certain ideas. Whereas in TV, you've got to know how you're going to keep your audience coming back and also see how much scope there is for a returning series. The main priority for our department is to make sure that the story is the best possible story told. And then we go from there as to how achievable and filmable it is. A lot of people think all we do is fix grammar, and that's it. We are very much editorially involved. Communication is key. You've just got to make sure everyone's getting the right information. I think it's good for people to gain as much experience as possible and make connections and network. It would be good for a script editor to learn about the ins and outs of filmmaking. Screen Skills do fantastic courses, and also to learn about softwares like Final Draft, Movie Magic, just knowing what those technical processes are.
Hi, I'm Tess Faria and I'm a scenic painter. I grew up in Brighton. My dad's a builder, so I was always growing up on building sites. He was always giving me tools, which I think is quite useful for this job. I studied art through every level, GCSE, A-level, and then went to art school. Got an art department apprentice role, £45 a day. So I'd already graduated by that point and had been working in bars and stuff. But yeah, that was the first in, so to speak. We make the set, we make it look realistic. We work from the set designer's visuals, set up the paint studio, figure out where there's a water source, get your kit in. Those practical things aside, look at the design, see what the budget is, make the designer's vision a reality. Got to be flexible and know your materials. My favourite set most recently was a kind of underwater shipwreck. You can imagine the layers of silt and seaweed. I think it's very important to be realistic and to be clear with the designer or with the art director. And also making samples really helps. Then it's up to the scenics to make sure that that can be delivered in the time frame. Communication is really important rather than hide and freak out in silence. I think it's useful to be interested in different periods of time, like a 60s set or a 50s set. You need to show that you're keen, asking questions and showing that you're committed, but also looking after yourself and your team. You can come at this job from many different angles and hone your craft.